Welcome all to today's Dashcam Diary of a Disabled. Sadly, Larry the Ladder's Adventure Shorts series is over for now. Maybe we'll see him again in the future. I'm not quite sure. But just got done opal mining at Royal Peacock Opal Mines, and the address is technically Denio, Nevada. But it's in the middle of BFE. Like, if you think you're going the wrong direction because you keep going, you're wrong. You just keep going. And it never ends. It's like the longest 30 miles in your life out in the middle of nothing. Just like Sunstone mines. They are out there. They are out. In order to find the good stuff, you've got to go out in the middle of nothing. Literally nothing. I don't have cell service. I got nothing for at least 50 miles. I need to try and follow the signs to Lakeview. I hope I can get out of here before dark. I think I still have dirt on my mouth. All the dust. Forgot I need to have my headlights on. Anyways, yeah, I mined my butt off for like an hour. Got to know one of the guys that volunteers here at the mine and gets to like find opals all day long. Son of a gun. But he was so kind. He gave me some of his that he found. We really didn't have time to look. So I have to make it out here again. The pieces he gave me are really pretty. It's not the precious opal, it's the black opal. And this is right here. It's better when wet, and it's starting to kind of dry up. But this is like the best piece he had, and gave me a couple other pieces. Alright, exit to Highway 140. Yeah, I just gotta make sure that I can find it. Like, they say it's well marked, but it for my ADHD, I need it marked I need it marked more. I get anxious. I get lost really easy. I have no anxiety pills until I talk to my doctor tomorrow. Yeah, I have so many doctor appointments. I guess I have like a 6-hour drive back home. So does that mean I'm going to get home around midnight? I know I only have time for one line. I finally found like the right tailing after so long. I wasn't sure where to go. But he gave me some great pointers and some good information. Did he say there was like some kind of chalcedony or something like that? Like really colorful chalcedony or something, like really close down to the road, highway? I don't know. But what I thought was like common opal and stuff, like, I don't know. I don't know anything to do with rocks. I'm learning. But I made it sound like I knew what I was talking about to him, though, when I was rock pounding, talking to him at the pile, the tailings, the worker. Craig, I gave him my last bracelet that I had made before EDC. I feel like a complete person now, because all that candy I made before EDC is all gone. Now I get to start fresh with my stock of bracelets that I make, because I feel like now that I was a candy kid at EDC, candy, because it kind of looks like multicolored half the time, and it looks like the, edible candy necklaces and stuff. That's how they got its name. It looks like candy necklaces, but brighter colors and every kind of charm. And typically you have some kind of saying on it, but they don't have to have a saying. They can just be anything you want them to be. behind me, and I didn't want to create, it's common courtesy not to create a whole bunch of dirt, dust, and you try to drive a little bit slower so it creates less. But also people like to haul butt, and I can see why. I mean, if you drive this all the time, I would be hauling butt too, and if I wasn't hauling something. It makes it a little dangerous and fast, especially when there's like hills like this and I can't see above it. Anyway, don't make me put you in four-wheel drive. Come on, FJ. I swear sometimes this thing is gutless, especially when I'm hauling. I'm glad I decided to get gas at Denio Junction. I was kind of a rude customer. I left my vehicle at the pump so nobody else could get gas. I went in there, sat at the bar, tried to get a soda, and then she pointed them out, the cans in the cooler. And I was like, oh. And then she's like, could you please, is that you? And I'm like, yeah. Could you please? I'm like, oh, I just really need to use the restaurant. I'll be out of here in a second. She's like, oh, you just, if you could just go move. I'm like, I'll be out real fast. I really didn't want to stay. She didn't have the nicest demeanor, but like, I wonder if the patrons were like making jokes after I left. Like, yeah, sure, chase away the freaking customers. I didn't know how to respond or react to the way she. I'm awkward socially sometimes. I just, especially when it's like middle of nowhere, nothing, and the locals have nothing to do but gossip, but that's all they do is they have one bar, and there's like a population of like 100 people maybe, and it takes miles and miles to get there just to have a beer and socialize, you know, if you want to. But a lot of these miners that just live out here in trailers. And just run the mine. This dude's like, he hated his life, but it only took him 45 years to realize how to make himself happy. And that was just to leave Oregon in the rain behind. And he loves the heat in Nevada. Like, I love meeting new people and like getting to know people's life stories, like learning like what the other people have been through. I don't know, but I hope I brightened this day by giving. He didn't want to take my bracelet at first. I'm like, no, I give it to people. Here, take it. I was kind of forceful. I'm like, you take this bracelet, because it's just what I didn't have any good cool rocks to trade for the Opal. It's all about trading, man. Whether it's rock for rock or, you know, something for something. I like to gift. That's who I am. I'm a gifter. My GPS is going nuts because it can't track where I'm at. It's like every couple minutes. Yeah, you don't know where it's at. That's why you can't rely on technology, people. You can't rely on technology to get you to where you need to go. You're a rock hounder. It has gotten me so lost in the past because it loses its signal out in the middle of nothings. Rock hounding. My mom is just not very much a fan. My brother is becoming a fan, but not so much of the mining, the working hard for it part. They're more like me. I can't really do the manual labor either. It's really hard because I'm disabled. But I like to just walk and like see something and pick it up. Like, that's my favorite kind of rock hounding, rather than mining where you've got to sift through it, the dirt. Like, I am filthy. I brought my coveralls to put on over my clothes so I wouldn't get filthy. But I tend to just get too excited and just jump right into the dirt and just get filthy. I am one dirty girl. I can't wait to shower. I taste dirt. I have dirt in my mouth. That's all I taste. No matter how much water I'm trying to drink. I'm going to have like probably dirt boogers for like a week. Okay, I'm exaggerating. I do sinus infections, but I'm congested. You can tell. I'm gonna blow my nose. I'm gonna try. So the other thing about Craig, the guy that I met, I worked with at the mine. He says I always give away all my stuff. He's like I barely have any of them because he gives them away every day because he looks for them and finds them every day. He has the trained eye. A rock hand will have a trained eye, but it takes a little bit to get the eye. You have to gain the eye with every kind of stone, mineral, rock. You have to know what you're looking for. But I didn't know what I was looking for until he really helped me out. And he took me to the tailings that were better than the ones I was at. Because I wouldn't find anything. And that's true. And then I finally, right at the 4 o'clock hour when they close, is when I finally started to really get the hang of it. So now I have my fever for my opals to come back. I got a fever. And I am going to come back here and mine the crap out of those tailings and stuff for some opal. I mean, for what I paid for like an hour, I paid $37.50 for an hour on the tailings, which really isn't that bad. Because I told Craig, I was like, I was tempted to go in the gift shop, but I'm like, I gotta come out here and try and find it myself. I'm not gonna pay the outrageous prices it's gonna be in the gift shop because they upcharge the crap out of them. But every right, because it takes a trained eye, and it takes time to get to know the material you're working with and know exactly how it catches your eye in the light. Sunlight has everything to do with helping you mine, and at the angle at which you shift your dirt, rock, whatever you got. Thank goodness my dad made us the equipment, because I wouldn't have been prepared. If I hadn't have done the sunstone mining last year and done it the right way, I had never done it that way before. Like I said, it's just I've been to mines and I've been to different ones. Unfortunately, I think the ones that I've been to in Oregon are no longer active, and I know the one was really starting to become inactive because of the old lady that was there. She's seen better days, and she was starting to get like really grumpy and hermity, and the road to get up to it is really hard and steep, and she was just getting too old for it. And then the kids wanted nothing to do with it. So when she said, when I pass on, it's probably going to be no more. But I think she got tired of not being able to maintain the road or afford to pay for, upkeep and stuff. I think she eventually abandoned it, honestly. I don't know if there's still any access. I think it's still private property. I think they might still own it, but they're not doing anything with the land, which is unfortunate because those kids wanted nothing to do with the mine. And it just seemed like the lady was a bitter old lady, but she was also kind in a harsh kind of way. She was brass. But I do appreciate that type of person. So there's some feelings right there. I'm going to get out real fast. Be right back. Alright. No, I didn't find anything. I don't know. Just didn't see anything.
Continue on Legion down the range road for 10 miles.
My GPS is still trying to take me to the other mine. Too late in the day, GPS. Too late in the day. But it's been a really good day. It's going to be a long drive home. Oh God, I have such a long day ahead of me. I'm going across a almost tags. Although the tags expire this month on my trailer, so I need to go renew those too. I got so much to do when I get home. I'm not looking forward to getting home. I am, but I'm not. I'm back to doing doctor appointments every day. Goodbye to this nice weather. But hello to my family. Hello to my doggy. Hello to my bed. Hello to my PlayStation 5. I played it in Vegas, not gonna lie. I played a couple nights while I was at my friend's house after EBC. I gamed a little bit. So all I wanted to do was stay up half the night and game because that's like the most opportunity I had. Most of the time I was running errands with my friend. She had a lot of returns to do. She likes to shop. That's her addiction. She's a shopaholic, and she doesn't like to try things on in stores. And she buys them and brings them home and then decides whether she likes them or not, and then takes them back. And you know, I just don't do that. I buy stuff online. If I don't like it, then I get rid of it. You know, I don't mess with sending things back. I just donate them. Maybe somebody else will use it. But I've stopped making too many impulsive buys for the most part. I saved a lot of money by showing up late to the mine. I'm so happy about it. I can't even really like appreciate it and like really eyeball it and look at it until I get home. Out in the field is just so dirty and dusty, and I use my sunglasses the whole time. I can't not use sunglasses out in the sun. The sun hurts my eyeballs. I had to make sure that I had a red band too. So that's how they know that people are supposed to be up there or not. Not mine. I kind of snuck in at a weird time. When they weren't expecting to see anybody else up there when I was up there. Oh my gosh, it's such a long drive back. It's gonna be nice to get back to civilization. Much as I love getting dirty, I hate the after effects of the congestion. I'm allergic to a lot of stuff outside. And then the dust and the dirt and the wind. I had the wind making the dirt go right up into my face. I had to really try and turn my face so many times. I had my cowgirl hat on even. I don't want to be out in the sun too long with my ears exposed, so I had this on. I can't wear this while I'm driving because of my headdress. But yeah, the tie-dye looking hippie with my cowgirl hat on. Which I'm getting back just in time to go to the Marion County Fair at the Salem Fairgrounds in Oregon. I'm excited to go to the county fair. The Oregon Country Fair is like the hippie festival, and like outside of Eugene, Oregon, it's a huge thing. I haven't been there for years. I only went one time, and I really didn't even experience the whole thing very much. I was young, so I kind of want to go revisit that one summer. But I'm gonna have to pick my things because now that I'm learning more about dance music or electronic dance music, I'm gonna want to go to more festivals. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. The highway up ahead might actually get there faster than normal. Those cones. I just hope I am getting there back faster because I gotta. The guy Craig too. He's from Aurora, Oregon. That's my apartment. It's so funny where people end up. And Rock Counter stories are like a different kind of people. They're really like isolated type people. And something unique about rock climbing people, and they're usually really old people. Usually not younger folks like myself that I've ever seen. Like every time I'm out and about, it's always older people. But it's because usually people my age are still working. They don't have time in their life to have fun and do outdoor things that get in the middle of the week like this.
In 1,000 feet, short line on the Sagebrush Road.
I'm not taking those directions. I'm trying to get back to Lakeview, so I better set my GPS straight. Let's see. Let's see if this one will take me home. Oh my gosh, I have so many addresses in there. Wow, there's my address. 280 miles. Come on, GPS. Right. Hopefully this is going to get me back right. Hopefully it's not steering me wrong. Okay, here's the campground. Okay. I see where I'm at now. Oh man, it was a lot faster coming out than it was going up because I drove a lot faster on the way out because I didn't have somebody on my tail. McGee Pond. So it took me 30 minutes from the campground to get to the mine itself. Yeah, I left right after 4 o'clock. It was like 4:15, I said. So yeah, it took me a half hour to get to the campground, to the mine, or from the mine to the campground. From the campground to the mine, it took me a lot longer because I drove slower. But now I'm trying to like remember this whole drive to the best that I can. All these desert roads kind of look the same. Although this looks different out here. The marsh, it's marshy. And the ponds. There's a wildlife refuge right here. A national refuge, wildlife refuge.